Good morning. This is Dr. Kathy. It is January 9th. We've had a couple of weeks off because of the holidays, and I'm delighted to be back with everyone here. So let us begin by moving first into our heart source. So bring your attention to the center of your chest, which is the front of your heart chakra. Just imagine your awareness going deep within. Sometimes it helps to take a deep breath and to feel it coming in there. There we go. And now just go around your back and go in through your back. Right opposite of the front of your heart source is the back of your heart source, and move in there. And the back of your heart source is such a special place because as you go deeper and deeper, it's like going through a hallway, and then suddenly you open up into this expansive place, which is your sacred space. And you can do all kinds of things from your sacred space. We've done a workshop on that every once in a while, maybe just once, but there you go. And now move into the front of your third eye, center of your brow. It's just not quite the center of your forehead. It's just up from where your eyebrows are. If you put your finger there, at least in mine, if I go over, it's like I go over a little bump, and then there is this place, and I can go right in there. There you go. And now into the back of your third eye again, go around the back of your body into the back of your head. Okay. Now just notice how you feel right now, or experience. Maybe I should say, notice how you experience your body. Experience your energy. Now, form a beam of energy from your heart chakra right up the middle of you to your third eye, and notice any changes. First time I did that, it was like, what was it? Grease, electrifying. So that's what it was to me, that movie Grease. There we go. And send that beam of energy straight up to the center of the universe. It knows exactly where to go. And now straight down. All the way down to the center of the earth. So you have 7 different parts to the heart source. They seem complicated at first until you get used to it. And then you can simply say heart source. And it all comes in. And now, chakra spin. Make that command. Spin as fast as is safe for me. And the intention is we are releasing with that spinning congested energy that's ready to go away from us. Breathe deeply. Don't forget to breathe. Let me change that. Remember to breathe. Remember to breathe. There you go. That's wonderful. And now your chakras will just kind of naturally relax. And I'm asking, commanding chakras spin at the exact vibration needed for everyone to fully integrate today's message. And I'm getting the message. Let's use our healing team. Connect with your healing team. Healing team, please heal any wound or wounds which are inhibiting in any way the full connection of the 7 steps of the heart source. We'll let them do their work. Ask you to use the healing with the basic plug-in, the healing over lifetimes plug-in, which is your soul's journey. The removal of victim consciousness, which is just an amazing affliction of humanity. We always feel like a victim. And one of the things you know about your spiritual growth that you have really grown is when you look at how this was your responsibility. It was in your life plan. It was in the way you reacted or responded. It was in you not being mindful and what changes when that is. And it's not, as Amma has said many times, and I think Abba has said the same thing, no guilt, no judgment. You use that knowledge as an adjustment. There you go. Healing team, I ask you to look throughout your person's body, energetic body, physical body, and remove all implants that are ready to be removed. Good. And now we are all gathered together in the same space, in the same room, and there is a floor of light below us, a canopy of light above us, pillars of light in each corner, and angels, angels of many colors from many bands that are surrounding our room from pillar to pillar to pillar to pillar to pillar. One of them, at what you might call the front of our healing lecture room, kind of grinned and said, and if anybody comes in running late, we accept them. And they're laughing because there is no time. Everybody here is at the exact time. But any of y'all who used to go to church, especially parents, how often were you late with your kids, you know, because somebody refused to put their shoes on or lost them? We're all at the same time. And now there is a central pillar. Now the healing lecture room and all the pillars of light are infinite. And the central pillar is infinite. And in it are gathered the energies, the souls, the beingness of all of the masters. And masters includes male or female that are here with us. There you go. Interesting. The first one I'm seeing is a feminine energy, and I was thinking Kuan Yin, and I got no. Mary of Magdala, no. Mother Mary, no. She's just grinning at me. So are you going to tell me? She said no. So, but there's a beautiful feminine energy that has joined our group that I haven't seen before. She said, I just wasn't aware of her. There we go. All manner of masters, any master you can think of, any spiritual master you can think of is there. Good. And now connect from your heart, a beam of energy, to the central pillar. Just notice the differences that occur. First time you do this, it often is either really strong, like that electrifying thing I tried to do. What's his name? I see him. The guy that played in Grease, John Travolta, electrifying thing. Or it happens later when suddenly you feel that connection. This is one of the best ways to connect to all of us in the group and to everyone who is joining us. And now I'm being instructed for you to notice who is surrounding you. Notice that your family members who have passed on, and yes, Cleo Dom is here this time, is there. And Dom is actually saying, for those of you who don't know, Dom is Cleo's husband who passed on. Dom is saying that we all have different tasks and we have different things that we're doing. And we're always glad to come in a place of celebration, praise, joy, and healing. Notice who's around you, whose name pops up into your head. And now out steps from the pillar of light Hilarion, who is the Chohan, the head of the green ray. And he is saying, let us gather in our circle of healing. And as has been said before, when you are doing the circle of healing, you are actually multidimensional, because the aspect of yourself that needs healing is joining the central circle. And you, as your most exquisite, powerful being, is on the outside of the circle. You make up the circle. You're not on the outside of it. You make up the circle. So know that now, that we are gathered there. And place within the central circle anyone that you want besides yourself, because you're already there, or in addition to yourself. If you want to say their names out loud, you can unmute yourself and say their names out loud. You don't have to, but if that is a desire, a motivation within you, please do so. And I am placing everyone in the planet who is struggling with this virus right now. And when I say struggling, it's not just having the virus or have had reactions to the vaccine, but it's those who fear it. It's those who fear it. And I do place my great niece and great nephew who both have it. These are my sister's grandchildren. I place within the circle those who are mourning. Those of you here who are mourning. Those that you know of who are mourning.
I place in the circle all those souls who have chosen to have a lifetime of hyper restriction, be it political, lockdowns, very restrictive lifetimes, for their learnings to be complete and of value.
Hadn't thought about that intention, Margaret. That's great. Thank you. Let's place within the circle those who, I'm thinking of some friends of mine, college friends of mine, children that are caught in addiction. And I place my elder brother in that. And the youngest brother is showing me that he has his arm around Tom's shoulder. My youngest brother died of his addiction because he also had diabetes, and those alcohol and diabetes don't go together real well. Tom doesn't have that. Tom's just a year younger than I am. And now what I'm being directed to do, and everybody do this for themselves, what pattern of behavior or familial pattern, like that could be divorce from generation to generation, abuse that goes back, whatever, it could be anger. What pattern in yourself and what pattern familially shall we ask for healing for? And place that within the circle. Okay. Anybody else have something they want to verbalize? Okay. Extend your hands out to everyone in the circle, either figuratively or actually, whichever you want to do in your mind's eye. Take a deep breath, bringing in energy from above and below. Chakra spin. Spin at the ideal frequency to send energy out to all of these precious beings, including ourselves. And now just relax, drop your hands. And now coming straight down upon you is energy specifically for you. It's a clearing energy, and it's an enlivening energy, an enlivening energy. And I'm being told by Hilarion that it is primarily a green energy for the green ray, that of healing. And offer gratitude. And now someone has said, return to your chairs and go to, it's like we're looking at a, what do you call it, a stage. So we're returning to our chairs to the stage, and these are special chairs. Whenever we sit in chairs, often when we're doing healing and we're sitting in chairs, it's the green ray, but these are chairs that are aligned to what energy that you need the most right now. If it's working with the first ray, the will of God, the resurrection ray, the pink, peach, green, the violet ray, your chair has that frequency and will be adjusting to your frequency as you need it, as you're listening. Healing team, we ask you to align our entire encodement systems with exactly the vibration that we need to hear this message through our psychic awareness, to be able to read between the lines, hear between the lines. May it go into our heart. And so now I introduce you to that woman who wouldn't give me her name. Her name is Alana. And she is going to come in. I don't know in what aspect she's going to talk about, but we are going to find out. So now if you'll also connect with a beam of energy from your heart to mine, I would appreciate it. Beloved ones, I am Alana. Listen to ah, la, na. All three vowels are heart-centered. My work is within the heart. My work when I walked upon this planet, this amazing planet, was always with the heart. The heart does so very much. Think of your heart chakra, your heart center. And what does that energy encompass, enfold? Everything in your chest, does it not? Your lungs. It affects your lungs. When you breathe in and exhale, you breathe in the vibrant oxygen. Think of that as love. When you breathe in the love and you exhale the carbon dioxide, that which you no longer need, you can breathe in love of the vibration needed to release something within you that you no longer need. I wish to teach you that now. Think of something you no longer need. It could be a pain. It could be your reaction to someone which causes them to be a pain to you. That's my humor. It could be a feeling, a pattern of behavior. Connect with your healing team. Connect with your own view, interpretation of who God is, all that is, the source of all. And now ask for the exact vibration of love to enter you through your breath that will find that which you wish to release. So take a deep breath. Know, trust, believe that the exact vibration of energy is needed, and it is now surrounding the wound, the energy, the thought form, and neutralizing it. And now exhale. And if you had to exhale before this, that's fine. Another deep breath surrounding that area and exhaling. It can be a physical illness. It could be a physical infirmity, injury that you are doing to release. When you unfold your intention, you unfold that energy, the pain in your shoulder, for instance, the pain in your knee, the pain in your back. You unfold everything that is connected with that part of your body. Because the pain in your back consists of the physical aspect of your back, the bones, the ligaments, the tendons, the muscles, the fluids, or lack thereof, if that's there, and all of the energies, be they feelings from you or feelings from someone else, which goes into that area of your body. I mentioned that I work with the heart. What is in the area that your heart chakra, when it is expanded, covers your lungs? Those of you in fear of this virus, breathe in and surround with that energy, with your breath, your fear of the virus. It is in your lungs. That fear is there because it goes in that direction. And experience that fear being enfolded by love. Your love, the love of the Creator, the love of your healing teams. Rest. Exhale. Exhale that fear. So every time you experience the thought even of that fear, do this little process and it will be released more and more. And what else is released? The microbes that follow the fear, the imbalance in your immune system that follows the fear. Focus now upon your lungs in a different way. Your lungs hold grief. Take a deep breath and have it surround the grief. Have no fear that you will lose your connection to your loved one when that grief, which is so palpable, leaves you. You still have the connection even though the intensity of the grief is gone. That person never leaves you. Even when they go off and gallivanting and through the universes or attending some university, very different than what you know, they come back to you. If you call them, they will come. Reminded this one of a movie. If you build it, they will come. If you call them, they will come. Now, this time for healing from the heart. If you do not know the construction of the lungs, I will give you a little information. The lungs are filled with little parts which help you absorb the oxygen. The alveoli, the little bitty pockets that gather in the air. Ask now to surround the alveoli, those little pockets, little spongy pockets, to let the oxygen completely fill the alveoli and let it happen. Deep breath. See that oxygen of whatever color you would like to imagine. Surround the entire lungs and release the grief, which in many ways has you immobilized. You may not even know it. Some of you, the grief is so old. It could be when your puppy or kitty died when you were so young. It could be when you protected yourself from knowing what was happening when you were a child. That grief that you experienced then, but it has become so much a part of you that you have released it. Just set your intention to release it. Inhale with that intention and then exhale as the intention occurs, the enfolding by love occurs, and then exhale. What else does the heart chakra cover? Your heart, your physical heart. Call to mind an image. You've seen images. You have seen photographs or drawings, maybe even an actual physical heart. You notice those big tubes where the blood leaves the heart, the blood comes into the heart. The heart holds sadness. Do you know what else it holds, beloved ones? Joy. Set your intention to remove the sadness from your heart, your physical heart. Breathe in deeply with that intention. See that love that is the oxygen, right? See that love enfold the sadness in your physical heart. And notice how as the sadness decreases, the energy of joy increases. Notice the colors, sense them, create them, and exhale that sadness from you. Tell yourself, I have no need of the sadness anymore. If it is about relationships, about people, about something I have done or not done in my life, there is no need for it. Inhale again. Allow that energy to enfold the sadness and exhale it. And now this time, Breathe in the energy of love through the oxygen. Have it enfold your lungs and penetrate your lungs. And now it moves to your heart. And now exhale. And when you exhale, it goes from your heart outwards throughout all of those arteries and into the peripheral cardiovascular system, to where it is even at that little tiny capillary at the tip of your finger or the tip of your nose. That is love, beloved ones. That is love. And set your intention to enliven, to rejuvenate, to increase the living essence within each cell. Deep breath. See whatever color that breath comes in and goes to your lungs and fills your lungs and goes out. Your body soul knows exactly how to make this happen. Goes out into your heart. And that blood circulates. See that blood go up into the brain. That blood contains the oxygen that you need. And exhale that which you no longer need. Waste materials, gases from the cells leave you, and emotions can leave you. What else is in the area of your heart? Where is your heart center? Between your breasts, is it not? Men don't think of their breasts very often. They think of women's often, right? But they do not think of their breasts as often. Women, however, you know the purpose the Creator gave for those breasts. The purpose to hold milk. Whether or not you bore children, that purpose is always there. Take a deep breath, setting your intention that the love that comes in from your oxygen surrounds your breasts with love. And when you exhale, exhale the regret of not loving enough, or of not being loved enough, or of not nurturing yourself through self-love. Breathe in again for the love to enfold your breasts. And as it does so, it gets the lymph moving. And this time, breathe out any emotional pain you feel because your mother did not love you like you wanted her to, or she left by physically leaving in regards to going somewhere else, or leaving you somewhere, or by death. Breathe out resentment, pain, anger of her leaving. Breathe out resentment, pain, anger of her not being able to love you in the way that you wanted that love. You know, but I will say it anyway. She loved you in the way that you needed for your life path. She loved you in the way you needed to discover what you wanted to experience about love in this lifetime. Another deep breath, bringing in that love energy, and have it move into your breasts. And release. Some of you who are parents may need to release the pain you feel, the guilt, the shame you feel because you were not the parents you believed you should have been. Release that pain. Release those energies. And this time when you breathe in, and that love surrounds your breasts, breathe out love to those children. They may not be biological children. They could be children that you taught, children that you assisted in healing in some way. Notice the calmness coming. And this time, breathe in that wonderful oxygen, that love that is given to you so freely. And as it enfolds your breasts, breathe out pain, anger, resentment of your physical father not loving you in the way that you wished. Breathe out anything you remember that is not of love regarding him. Breathe it out. There is no need for you to hold on to it. Again, inhale that love, that oxygen. And allow it to enfold those wounds, those angers, those resentments, those feelings, even those beliefs that a father did not love you because you are loved by the Father of all. You are loved by the Mother of all. It is time to fully anchor that knowledge in your body. Another deep breath. Yes, that enfolds your breasts and your heart and your lungs. And this time, send the energy out from your heart chakra into those that you have been concerned about today, your mother, your father, your children. Allow that to happen. And now ask your healing teams with your breath that as that oxygen goes into your blood and that blood circulates in every cell to every part of your body, that it gathers up all emotion that is of lower vibration, that it gathers up the pain that you are resisting, releasing. Make that commitment to yourself now to release that which you have been holding on to. You don't even need to know what it is. You'll know some of it, but you won't know all of it. Breathe in deeply. Feel the expansion in your abdominal area as you inhale, and release that breath with the intention of releasing all that you do not need. That's what the breath does it not? It breathes in, takes in all that your cells need, and it exhales all that your cells no longer need. And that is how to live life. Your experiences, you needed them for some reason, everyone for different reasons. The ultimate reason is for your life path. To learn about love, to experience love in its many facets. And yes, not having love is part of the facet. Not loving yourself is one of those facets. And there is no reason to continue experiencing those facets once you have experienced them. It is part of the human condition to hold on. How about making a new human condition to release all that which is not love? A very simple exercise, is it not? You can do it more quickly as you practice it. I work with the heart. I work with the physical heart. I work with the emotional heart. I work with the heart chakra. And so do you. So do you, with your breath, with your intention, with the love you give and the love you receive. For this year, the 2022 year, all of these twos. For this year, set your intention to every day be aware of the love that you need and you allow to bring into you, and the not love which you do not need, which you have hidden within your system. A simple process. Do it for 5 minutes every day. Bring your healing team in so that they can do the encodement work. And your soul healing team so they can bring back to you the pieces of yourself that you sent away from you, that you didn't want to deal with that pain. Well, within that pain is the knowledge of what you lost and what you can regain. Life is about love, is it not? Make it your intention to receive the love that surrounds you, even when it looks like that one doesn't love you. Remember, the two souls, you and the other soul, made a contract that you would participate in each other's lives in a way to learn about love. And sometimes that is the love of not receiving, Other times, the love of receiving. Sometimes it is the love of forgiveness. Other times it is the love of acceptance. And in all cases, beloved ones, it is the love of self. The more you release that which is not love in all of its forms, the more you allow the love of yourself to overtake those third dimensional feelings. There is joy everywhere. Choose that joy. Thank you for allowing me to come in. I thank Yeshua for allowing me to come in. We are great friends. Know that you are beloved to all of us. This is Kathy. That was rather interesting, wasn't it? Got a little hint of who she is in the sense of she's obviously a friend of Yeshua, works with him. But I can tell you that one of the impressions that I got is that, and she didn't mention it out loud, but she did say it through me, is that the word Sananda came up, and Sananda is Yeshua in his galactic form. Another incarnation on another galaxy with us, who works with us. So thank you for attending this Sunday ceremony. I always enjoy doing it, and it's wonderful to be back here doing it. So many, many blessings to you. If you want to unmute and tell everybody goodbye, please do so.
Thank you. Blessings to all.
Thank you. Blessings to you, Dr. Kathy.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Many
Thank
blessings to you.
Yeah.
Kathy, and
Take
to
care, everyone.
Thank you.
Take
Bye.
care. Thank you.
all. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.